Is software development dying? Is it true that the software development companies are at the edge where their margins are shrinking? Is it true? In this video, I will walk you through how the software development has been evolving, and I will walk you through as well like where the fundamental changes happening nowadays and why every software development company has to know that the click to chat is the new transition happening at the software development level. How to develop and evolve your software development journey rather than having a click button, given an interaction where it's a voice AI first or the user interaction layer is chat first approach. In this video, I will walk you through the evolution of software, where it started with the click, where it goes and where it is today. So let's discuss about that. Let's get started. Okay, great. Perfect. So I will explain you exactly what I have discussed previously, the software evolution, how it started, how it is going, and where we are today. So there are three steps basically, how the software has been evolved. So first, when we started with, let's say, buttons in the software, you click and something happens. There is a backend called in the software, it being called, and then you get the response and it's being visualized. So it's basically a click. Then from click, we move to conversational. What I mean by conversational, you might have seen like, for this press 1, for this press 2, for this press 3. If you're talking to a chatbot, it's gonna say like a button over here. For this press 1, press 2, press 3. What happens in this case? It's also like a user interface has been changed, but still behind the scene, it's still a click only. Then it came to voice. In the voice, you just press a mic button and then you start talking. That's where we are, the current stage. What happens? So I will walk you through the journey that we have passed through. Initially, in the click section, there were buttons. There were drop downs. Then there were forms that we were filling up. These were the kind of interface that we were using previously. Now what happens? Like, this is a human is using machine. But to use the machine, you need to understand. So there was a learning curve. Like what exactly the system understand, what exactly how it behaves, and those things. So you need to keep understanding, and there was a learning curve. Then it comes to conversational. What exactly it did? Basically, it solves the problem of at least understanding 50% decisions were taken by software. Choose out of 1, 2, and 3, and then we select one. Okay, done. So in button, in drop down, forms, in selection, everywhere there is a backend system sits in. And that particular backend system has a predictability. So you click something and then you get something as an output. So there was a fundamental part was predictability. And you can say it was deterministic approach. Now, from deterministic approach, it was always like a logic in place. So logic were mainly in the software. Logic is basically click detection and then output show on the screen. This were the predictability output. Now, where the things are moving now, it's a voice AI first approach. What I mean by this, so this is more of a click. So click to the whole evolution happening is voice chat. That's where the things. So click to chat. So that's where the things are moving. The whole horizon of the software engineering is moving from click to chat. So that's where we're gonna discuss more the challenges that the current software have. So previously it was a deterministic approach. You click and then it call on REST API and then it gives you answer. How? Let's say you are using a mobile application. One button, two button, about three, and then there is a, let's say these are all buttons. You click this, it calls API. You click this, it calls API. So it's a deterministic. You have a result. In the voice, it's a mic. User says, yeah, last time you had not included weekend pricing. This goes as an input to your software. What exactly the software has to understand? Let's say this goes to your backend. The software has to understand the complaint. What is the intent over here? Is it the intent complaint? Is it like the churn rate? What customer we are losing? Is it like customer wants to book? Or is it a request? So the problem is basically intent detection. So now what we are moving right now is deterministic approach to non-deterministic approach. So what's happening? So how this has been changed and why it is being challenging now? Because if you understand the intent wrong, the API that is being called behind the scene is wrong. The output will be wrong. You have a very much unstructured input and very much unstructured output. So that's what you need to take care for the voice AI. So let me now explain what is voice AI. Voice AI is all about detection of emotional. It's detection of intent. It's speed detection. You must have a memory in place. You must have a context. So this is all about voice AI. It's a non-deterministic. The interface is changed. It is not something predictable that you can say, okay, hey, you click on this and then you will get this kind of output. No. Now everything has been changed because user gonna speak more in the voice, and based on that, as I mentioned over here, right? User is saying, hey, yes, hey, yeah, last time you had not included my weekend pricing. So is it a complaint? Is it like a booking they want to do? Is it a request? Or it's a churn rate? What exactly they are trying to do? So that's always going to be a question. So how to be more deterministic? That's the whole game of new software engineering. It is not a simple software engine that we were previously 15 years back that we were building like buttons and drop down and forms. No, it is not even conversational. It is more of like highly voice AI enable conversational. It is not a normal conversation right now. So that's where the software industry is moving, and how to be more deterministic in the era of voice AI. For that, you need a couple of things, as I mentioned over here. You need to understand the context. You need to understand the persona. You need to understand the intent very well. You must have in place the specific use case that you are solving. So that's how basically this all about workflow. If you want to go with the workflow, it includes step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. So it's gonna includes a voice AI workflow. Yeah. What it includes: prompt, it includes condition, it includes your memory, it includes guardrail, it includes tool calling. That's what a one agent or a node includes. This is a single agent I'm talking, and then it feeds the data to second, third, and that's how it goes on. Yeah, in today's video, I have explained you all about the software started 15 years back from Click. Then it moved to more of a chatbot conversational. Now it is more of an open-ended voice AI agent platform. We started with drop-down buttons, forms. It was more like a human was using in to help machine to understand what they want. Then it includes a little bit more helpful in the chatbot kind of things where you write, type, but you have a deterministic output with the conversational. Now it moves into open-ended agentic conversational interface. In that we covered like the software has a predictability and deterministic approach where when you click it calls the REST API and you get the output. But nowadays in the voice AI, it's more of a confused because you need to understand the intent the user is asking for, what exactly they are looking for, whether they are, let's say one example we understood in this sentence, yeah, last time you had not mentioned weekend pricing. So is it a complaint? We're gonna lose the customer, that's a churn rate. With they want to book or they want to request something out of this. So that's a non-deterministic approach. If you have a 4 API, which API you're gonna call? So for that, how it can be solved is basically you need to understand the emotion, you need to understand the intent, while you must have a context in place, understand the speed at what they are talking and the memory that you have about this particular person as well. Yeah. So to move from now we are moved from deterministic non-deterministic approach right now in the software engineering. So interface also has been changed. There is no click anymore. How to be more deterministic, that's the whole game right now. That's the whole software engineering moving further because the layer of interface has been changed. So how to be more deterministic is basically you need to either implement a workflow and within the workflow you have to understand the context, person of intent and use case what you are trying to solve. You need to make sure you have a multiple agents. Each agent basically include a specific prompt. It should include a conditional node. Then it must have a memory in place. It should have a guardrail and it should have a tool calling like a third-party web API or let's say API you want to call as well, or let's say specific function as well. Yeah, so that's where the industry is moving about where software being started and where we are today. If you need any help, happy to take further in the comment section. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching this video so far. Hope you got the insight about how the user interaction started in software. Before it was a click, buttons, forms, and now it is moving in the direction of chat and voice first. If you are building a product in AI era, and if you are not evolving with the approach of interaction, which is a chat or voice first, or if you're stuck how to develop or how to design your software, which is AI native first, Codiste can help you to build this software which is immersive, which has a AI first approach. We are more than happy to collaborate with you. I'm attaching my Calendar link in video description. Please contact us. Thank you.